Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is xsinick. Welcome to the xsinick show. Uh, yeah, we're gonna get back into doing some concept art and see how much of this stuff we could actually get done today. Hey, for all the people that are watching, feel free to jump into the chat. It actually helps me focus. And be more creative because I'm not completely like honed in on what I'm doing. So even if you bring different things up and ask me questions, that's why I broadcast, right? So it'll be fun, to have a little chat. Let me know what's up with you or whatever it is, and the things that you like. We could check out different things that inspire you as an artist. Talk about games, because Twitch is a gaming, like a gaming platform, and we do art in there, and the art I'm doing is related to gaming. I have a new info little box there, so on the bottom you'll see where you could look up info on the different things I'm actually creating. So yeah, let me know, give me feedback. I just want to say hello to Swizzy 3D, my friend Android Smith, a lonely child fox, and a bunch of other like regular viewers. So let's get to it. Let's jump right in there. Okay, here we are. All right, so we're about to get back into this. I think the last place that we were at, so I used the GIMP, and I'm actually on Linux. So if you're ever interested in like doing Linux or talking about Linux, I'm your guy. If you look to the left of the screen here, or the middle of the screen rather, you see some information, right? So I have information on the game, that I'm currently working on. It's called Soul 3000. It's early access on Steam. That's the first information. So you see Steam early access, Soul 3000. Just look it up in Steam and it'll come right up. Actually could show you guys. Let me take a look here. Actually, let's do that. Let's take a look at what's currently on Steam. So here we are on Steam. I don't like Steam full screen like this, so let's make it a little smaller. If you go to store, let's go to store first and let's search Sol, SOL 3000 3000. It says free on there, and you click on it's already in my library. And there's some videos I put out there, but the videos does not do justice to what's currently in the game. So this here was a very early demo in the early 2014s, and since that time, this is a lot. The one that you download in early access is a lot better than this already, and the one that we're working on right now is a whole lot better, right? So it's a lot, it's a lot different. Instead of using the Blender game engine, which is what you're seeing right here, I'm actually using the Godot engine. And the Godot engine is a free open source engine, and it's pretty capable of doing AAA type games. No, am I trying to do a AAA type game? Not necessarily, but I'm an artist, right? So I just like things, I want to see certain things in a game, and I like, cool art, and I like to play adventure. I like to play and have fun. So these kinds of things are good, especially, like my line of work, in my line of work, or the place where I worked for many years, is very serious, right? So, they take a lot of things into account. So doing something like this is really fun. And I've always been an artist, I've always liked to draw comics. And when the first of the video games came out in the arcade, like Ninja Turtles and stuff like that, and RoboCop, I told those things, it just blew my mind, right? So I was like, you could take your art and have other people play with it. Bingo. So yeah, so this is Soul 3000, or the current state of it. Let me see if I could actually get a version of it here on my thing that I can play play for you guys. Now the current state of it, it's for Windows, right? So it's in Windows, right? And let's take a look here. So although I use Linux, for some reason when I had it on Linux, the Linux compatibility in the Blender game engine, it kind of it got messed up basically. So I only released the Windows version of it, but it's actually made in Linux for Linux. So since that time, you know, we're using the Godot game engine, which is a whole lot better, you know, and it has full support for Windows and Linux and other things. Okay, so I'm trying to launch this. I'm not seeing it launching. Hold on. It says it's running. Stop that. Let's try it one more time. Okay, so it's not running on my Linux system. But let's see what I could do here. It's supposed to run technically. Okay, so I'm going to data, studio, Sol 3000. Work files concept. Okay, this is the old BG stuff right here. Old game engine files. Okay, let's see here. We got bin 2.0 test. Okay. Oh yeah, I had an installer. I'm gonna have to launch this from a terminal. Just to see what's going on. An error while sharing library. Oh, okay. Cannot be shared. Okay, I see. Yeah, so this is some of the little things about Linux that's kind of a little annoying. You understand? Well, at least with this version of the game engine. Okay, let me go to the Windows version here. I'm gonna try to run it with Wine. Okay, it's running with Wine. So this is what you'll get in this is what you'll get on Steam. You know, it's just a placeholder, it's early access. Okay. All right. So yeah, again, guys. So like, it's not gonna freeze up like this. It's just because I'm on Linux and it likes screwing around a little bit. So once you download it, it's gonna look fine. You know, if you're not on Linux or whatever it is. I'm just trying to basically run like a Windows thing on Linux, which necessarily doesn't always work. Let's close that. Yeah, there's little things and I've got to fix, but once I get those things sorted out, you know, we'll take a look at it. The newer version of the game, by the way, is, you know, is really something to behold. So I'm not going to show that now because my computer is freshly installed. As you can see, there's some libraries I got to install because it's Linux, and a few little things because, you know, I'm a developer and there's some little development things I got installed, little drivers and stuff. Once I get those things happening, yeah, maybe like tomorrow or before the weekends, and I'll show you guys, you know, the current game on Steam running through, you know, in all its glory. And I could show you guys the new version that we're working on right now. We're doing all this concept art for these robots and stuff, and what that's looking like. You know, so that's so to me those things are it will be pretty interesting. So let's jump in here and see if we could start doing some art. Okay, so we're in the GIMP here. Let's see where we left off. We left off doing the soldier guy, doing different versions of him. And I think I will do one that's blue. Let's duplicate that. Again, concept art, you know, you can make it beautiful and stuff, but you know, if that's what you're doing and you have all that time. But I'm not trying to make the concept art be the final piece, you know, because you're not playing the concept art in the game. You know, it could look beautiful, but the main purpose of concept art is to really inform design decisions for the final art, which is the game models. You know, it helps that it looks great too, but it's not the main focus of any game. If you look at some of the, you know, there's some of the newer games, the concept art will look pretty good because, you know, they sell the concept art. And, you know, it adds to the overall thing, you know. It adds to the overall lore of the game. Yeah, let's make this one blue. Yeah, let's do something like that. Let's do the same thing with the green on his arms. Oh man, that yellow is pretty hot. Talk about complementary colors, right? Okay, that's a little bit better. Let's go back down. Get the brown here. Maybe this brown is probably more of a yellow. Oops. Yep, there we go. Come over on the orange. Let's go. do a little bit of overlap. We're adjusting the wrong thing. Hold on, let's go here. We want kind of the greens. Just a little bit of overlap. Let's go with the yellows. Yeah, I'm digging that yellow. Let's just do this yellow. Why am I reselecting the legs out? Should have made a selection mark. Should have made it like a mask. Oh, we're doing it kind of quick, right? Okay, let's go. Let's do that. Let's go with the other one. Yeah, so then we stick with kind of like that green. Let's make green just a little bit richer. Something like that. Okay, let's stick this guy with this guy here. So this is one piece. Let's export that. Change your head out on this guy. Ooh. You could have almost gone for the green guy. You could have gone for the other guy. This guy. Yeah, for sure. Yep, that's the guy. Let's go again. This guy should be, yeah, this guy could be for the yellow. See for the blue. Nah, this guy's a yellow guy. Let's go into the head. Let's just change the head kind of yellowish. Now I could just stick with the hue. Yeah, something like that. Of course, this is going to be E2. Let's go to a different hand. This is E3. Yeah, I'm just going to open up the individual files that I've saved. E1, E2, E3. Okay, here's the three guys. So this guy here, that guy there, that guy there. Oh, did I delete? Yeah, notice that this guy has some of this stuff going on here. I'm not gonna waste time doing too much cleanup. Something like that. All right. Okay, let's play with this a little bit more. I mean, we could literally play with the, as I said, like the arm wasn't perfect, and you know, we could go in and just like mess around with these things and just paint over them. You know, so I'm just gonna try to go straight for what is gonna work. Let's do something like this. Let's get that. Let's get rid of this. Maybe. That might work. Could be something. Oh yeah. Okay. As you could tell, he's probably more of a sniper type guy. Yeah, let's start fixing some things here. Let's go into the Wacom. Let's change some settings in the GIMP here. I want to get rid of the ruler. Okay, I want to turn that off. Okay, this might be where the ruler is. Yep, sure, ruler's nope. I mean, I wanted to show the rules. I just don't want to rule on the canvas. Okay, appearance in full screen mode. Appearance default in normal mode. Show rulers. Show rulers. Keep canvas padding. Okay. Okay, I hate those little rulers on there. But it's a GIMP thing, right? And Photoshop has a Photoshop thing, right? Okay, let's get in there. A little touch of white in there. A little too much. Let's just do a little cleanup here. Let's do something like this. See a little bit of yellow in this. There's enough screen around there. Let's add some right here. You go with this bright yellow right here. Whoa! What? I've never seen GIMP crashed. What's going on here? Oh my gosh. Restart the GIMP? Wow! Like I've never seen that in all my like this. I didn't even know it was possible that GIMP could crash. Oh my gosh. Wow. So did I just lose all my work? Or all the work that we were doing? Well, pretty much, I guess. Ugh. Hey, that's what happens when you don't save your work. Recovery? Oh! GIMP would have looked bad on stream if I couldn't recover that. Yep, I got recovery, guys. I've never seen that. It just recovered my work, so I didn't lose it all. I've never seen that in all the time that I've in all the time that I've used the GIMP. This is the first time ever I've seen it crashed, ever. So I think it may have been something with my system, because I know my system wanted to update, and it was like a kernel update, like a Linux kernel update. Wow, that was crazy. Let's just clean this confusion up right here. Do something like that. Right. I'm gonna save. Wow, that thing GIMP actually crashed. Never seen that. But you know what? There's a first time for everything. So let's see, character design, enemies, warlords. Let's see, soldiers. This is a soldier A, right? He has 3 different versions of himself. Oh, which one is this? That's that one. I think that's him. Yep. Solid 2. Export. Okay, we're gonna change this number to E2. Let's get some color. Let's get the color swatch up. Let's go into that nice bright yellow that we've been using. Whoops. I was trying a little something right there. Again, guys, I'm noodling this thing. Shouldn't get into that stuff. Overdoing it. All right, so let's see. Let's run some of this yellow back in this. It looks like a lit element. Okay. Save him. You know, those muscles are really sticking out. They're stupid. This change. Just make them gray. to me, this looks a lot better. This is looking a lot better. Just seeing if there's any hope for color. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it in the blue spectrum. Or maybe somewhere there, like the purple. Lightness, I'm gonna go duck back in the lightness. I'm gonna pull out the saturation. So it's almost steel. Oh yeah, the lightness, I can't do that because I'll like mess up the white. And there, let me just fix that. Put 0 on that. Okay, that's fine. I think that's better. You know, we're not gonna do the red thing. That was dumb. Let's drop like a levels on that. Something like that. If you ask me, this is more cohesive. This is a lot better. I tried, guys. I tried for something a little bit unorthodox, but you know, we gotta stick with sometimes stuff that's aesthetically pleasing. I mean, we could fix the whole hand issue, but no, I like the unevenness of it. All right, so that's E2. Let's go to E1. I'm not saving a whole bunch of layered stuff. That's ridiculous. We have so much of this stuff to do, and I'm not doing it for any like exact. I'm doing it basically for myself. You know, these are just concepts. You know, later on we could actually draw these out and paint these like properly. But this is just like collages of what we think something cool could look like, right? Let's go E1. All right. Now looking at this gun is really convoluted, right? Like the gun should not look like that. So you have one that's kind of like a sniper. You know, you might want one that's like, yeah. We're not doing a grenade. We have other I have other like robot guys that fit the bill of those things. So what I'm gonna do is first thing that sticks out to me, I'm gonna get rid of this stupid clip here. Let's just say like fictionally the clip is built into this brown part right here. Okay. Boom, get rid of that. Alrighty. I would like this gun to connect back with this, like this somehow. So we need a piece there. I'm gonna take this piece, flip it, and add it there. We're just playing around, guys. We just trying to get in here and just get ideas going. Later on, you could like paint. You could like scale it up and have like a template to paint like a really HD, high quality piece of art. You know, even after you 3D, like, you know, we sculpt it or we 3D model it, you know, we could pose it in the same thing and get like a whole like detailed thing. But this is just literally ideas. Let's switch over to my desktop and let's just see if we could do some editing here. Oops, my bad. Switch over to the desktop here instead of the Wacom. I'm just gonna bring it over here and it's gonna use my mouse. And we're gonna get into it. Let's just flip this guy. What's the move tool in here? It's M? Okay. I'm gonna rotate this guy. Rotate this R, I think. Nope. T for transform. Nope. What's rotating here? Shift T. Oh. Kind of like Photoshops. Okay, let's go. You just put the opacity down a bit, and I'm just gonna cut out that shape that I need. Should just do it like this. Let's come here. Actually needs to be something like this. Just gonna go straight up like so. Bring that back. Let's cut that piece out. Okay, so that fits in there. I know we could come in here and we could paint over all of that, right? We could paint over all of that stuff. What bits are we left with? You know what I'm gonna do? Would that gun look too overdone? I'm not really into weapons like that. You know, if you're like a gun expert, you're like, oh yeah, like you need like a trigger, man. Like, where's the trigger? You know, like I'm not into like actual like guns and that kind of thing. But you know, I do know that guns are necessary in a society like the United States. To not have guns would be a very bad idea. You understand? I never used to think like this before, but you know, after seeing what countries where the citizens wasn't armed, what those dictatorships and those countries did to the people. If the people were armed, they could have stand up and at least give them a scare, you know, and they couldn't just waltz in and victimize people. So I could see where guns is necessary for a public, yeah, it's necessary. And anybody who tells you otherwise just simply doesn't understand the world that they live in. That's basically what it comes down to. People say, well, guns is, they have killings, but people kill people, not guns, right? You can use a gun to hunt. You can use a gun for defense against somebody that's aggressing who has a gun, right? And if you outlaw guns, criminals, they're going to use machetes and all. You see, like I grew up in basically almost like a third world country. And, where guns, citizens can't get guns, and what do? They use machetes. So, come on. Okay, so you see the problem here? Like, he doesn't, the hand, there's no, unless he's holding the gun like that and shooting like that, shooting like that, squeezing like this. Oh my gosh. This is horrible, man. Like, you're supposed to actually hold in, and the trigger is here, so you're supposed to see like a thing for the trigger right there, like right here. You're supposed to have a hole for the trigger where you put your hand in, then there's a hole for the trigger. You know what? We could do that. Nothing's wrong with that. It's not too late. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. Let's get into it. Let's flatten. If you notice, I'm flattening my layers, and I'm not making like layers and have like a whole bunch of layers that you're gonna like shift stuff later, and like it's too much, man. You just wanna, like, when you draw like comics, it's immediate. There's no layers to it. You could draw in layers if you wanna, like the eyes and a separate layer and the thing. Just get your art down, and then later on you could redo it. And when you redo it, you there's certain things you could hold on to and make it better, right? At least in my mind's eye. If you're working for a big production and that's what they require, fine. But it's a lot of times, do they go back to those Photoshop files with all those layers and pull things out? Sometimes. And those things have saved me in the past, right? Being able to have things in layers, of course. course. You know, I'm not anti-layer. You know, I mean, like most of my Photoshop files have like tons of layers, but not too much. You know, you just want just enough layers. You know, to me, having so much layers is a certain level of insecurity, and like it could also be could go into bad like it could lend for bad design and stuff sometimes. So, you know, I don't know anybody out there to see I'm anti-layers. You know, I'm totally into layers. I'm using layers right now. It's just for what I'm doing, you don't necessarily need to hold on to every layered item and just layer everything up and have a bazillion layers in a like a Photoshop file. Is no. It's art. Get it done. Like for what I'm doing. You know, if you're doing something else, yeah, you could probably hold on to your layers, right? If you're doing other kinds of design. So for now, it's just me, so I'm not going to be encumbered by this, at least not right now. Later on, different other art pieces, I do have layers, right? So, talking about layers, this is ridiculous. I'm trying to distract myself because I'm not actually having no interaction with anyone right now, so. Okay, let's go. And it also helps me keep calm to be able to do this stuff. So, I have a selection. Okay, see that there? Yeah, so that's a weird thing. So I'm gonna try to put the trigger in that. Shape needs to be a little bit better. Well, a lot better. Let's go here. Let's go here. Let's redo the shape. And I'm gonna stick with this right here. Let's go right here. Let's go back up like that. Okay, we don't want anything too basically it's a hole to stick his finger in, right? The good thing about the game, you could adjust the selections after the fact. Alright, so after you make the selection, you could adjust it before you commit to it. Alright, then I made it a commit. The reason why I'm making a copy of that is because I may want this to be the trigger, so I'm gonna select that back again. Okay, so that's a little better, a little thicker thing. And this here, I'm gonna make that into like the trigger or something. Alright, so that's gonna be a trigger. Oops. Ah, come on. Didn't I lock you off? Okay, stick hand in, finger on the trigger. It's odd, whatever. Okay, let's drop this in the Wacom and let's do some paint overs on that real quick. In the Wacom, Whack-a-mole. Let's see, let's merge that. So let's jump in here. I should really make a cube brush. Like when you're doing concept art, having different brush shapes is pretty nifty. The one I like in here is this one that you could come here and I could rotate it like, I think like 30-degree angle. 30. Yeah, like so. Then the size I'll make a lot smaller. Something like so. Maybe a little smaller. Yep. Maybe 30 degrees too severe. Maybe 20. Yeah. Wait a minute. So yeah, probably 15 is better. Okay. It's not quite straight, but okay, guys. My wife just brought lunch for me, so I mean, she's such a sweetheart. You know, kind of having an early lunch, and yeah, that's why I signed out for a minute there with the camera. But I'm back. Thanks. Okay, probably something like this works, right? Here, let's get that green out here. I like the green of this, so I'm probably gonna, let's sample that and let's just put that in a nice little swatch as this color. Let's go over here and sample some of this and see if this is the same thing. Yeah, so that's that kind of forest green right there. And this green is something different. So we're gonna fix that, fix all that. Okay, and then this green is like the lip for the light. I think the GIMP has a scratch pad too, so let's see if you can see that. Oh, maybe it doesn't. Let's see. No, maybe I'm thinking about my paint. Yeah, I think my paint has a scratch pad. It's basically a pad where you could put like colors like that down. Colors that you may want to like sample back and reuse without too much fuss. Okay, let's do the same thing here. Let's do that for that guy. Don't know if like these little things will make it into the final design, but just for now, I'm gonna throw some of these down. I'm gonna do something like that right here. Okay. Not too much of that, you know. Oh yeah, brush keeps freaking resetting. Pardon my language. Excuse me, kind sir. Hey, let's change this. Who's this guy? It's E1? I think he was E1. He is E1. Let's see. E1, yep. Enemy 1. Okay, let's fix these red things. Hey, I didn't realize see, I wasn't even paying attention to chat that much. Hey, how's it going, Swizzy? What I'm focused on today is trying to get past these guys and just kind of making these what I'm focusing on is making these soldier guys that I'm working on, these regular ranked soldier robots, making them a little bit unique, right? And then moving on to the other set of enemy guys and coloring those and that kind of thing. So I'm giving them, you know, a little bit of love and trying to make each of them different. So I have three different versions of these soldier guys. So that's what we're gonna do today. I'm sorry, I just saw your chat, so I'm not sure if this chat was a little bit earlier or a little bit later. I'm sorry. I think you just sent this. I see like I missed a bunch. Yeah, not too much of any secrets, you know. Yeah, there's some parts that you know, I can't really talk about and just do, but okay, let's. I did decide to change these muscle things instead of keeping them red. I am putting them kind of gray and that kind of thing. So the hue is towards. Like something like that. That blue is not too bad with the green. Wow. But nope. We gotta desaturate it. Something like that. And I'm gonna drop some levels on it. Let's take a look. Let's zoom out. So much better. By far. I'm gonna drop a little levels and kind of try to give it some contrast though. So I'm gonna pull the white up a bit. Drop the black in. Something like that. So far this is the second guy. We have one more guy to go, and I think I'll make that guy with a smaller weapon. I don't know how I'm going to swing that because you know, we'll see how that works. Let's try to finish this guy up. Just clean up these little artifacts. And I'm liking this kind of forest green there for the legs. So I'm gonna select the legs out. Let's do that before we move past this guy. And let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna jump onto the screen here, to my desktop screen rather than the Wacom, and to get a little more control over the. Maybe I shouldn't get too hung up with the colors. I don't know why I am. The colors could always change later. But you know, it's a good, give the good sense of what's happening. Okay. Let's see what we could do with this. I'll leave this little piece of green back. That's not. I'm not gonna get too nitpicky with the whole thing. Let's just change the color here. Okay. Yeah. So I want to go more into like a blue, right? Yeah, something like that, and less saturation. See, the lightness wants a. But from the time I change the lightness, I actually change the thing. So I'm gonna stick on. What's going on here? So we set color. I'm gonna select only my greens and do this work. Okay, so this is a lot better. So I go back in the darkness. Go back and then go back more into the. Yep, more into the blue. I think that forest green is kind of what the forest green of the head is what is kind of attracting me to like doing something color scheme like this. The saturation, but duck that back a bit. And I want a little overlap so I could encompass all my greens. Let's see if we do the same thing with some yellow here. Yep. Something like that. Nope, not too much. Yeah, it's a little bit. It's that. So, Swizzy 3D. Yeah, I want to ask you a question. I mean, yesterday you said that you feel kind of bad about kind of like not doing some work yourself or whatever it is. Do you have like a project going on? Is there stuff that you think you should be doing, and what is that stuff? Do you do 3D? Because see, 3D is in your name. Just open the other guy to see what he looks like with this guy side by side. Yeah, it's a yellow guy. Yeah, so I'm digging that. Oh, did you also know GIMP you could go into like like separated like window mode. You don't have to like, it's like you could do it like a Mac. You don't have to go like a single window mode like Photoshop. You can go in multiple window mode. So okay, we got this guy here. Let's go into multiple window mode. See, now we're doing multiple guys. So I'm just looking to see the unique differences. Okay, so this guy has something that looks like a sniper rifle. This guy has something that looks like a regular rifle. So I'm gonna make this regular rifle guy rifle. The rifle of the rifle. The rifle. I'm gonna make this guy a little bit shorter. The rifle, that is. So I'm gonna do that. Let's just get rid of this thing here. Yeah, let's make this rifle a bit shorter. Again, one of the cool things I like about the GIMP is the fact that you could actually go in and change the selection after the fact. Like I could select any of these points in here. I remember GIMP having that for like years ago, and it was really awesome. Okay, so let's see. CV, copy and paste that guy, and then V to move. Let's just move it in. I think something like this will work. Yeah, definitely. Something like that, yep. I'm gonna bring that finger back in here. Take a little eraser. Something like that, all right? Just merge this flattened image. Keeping it simple, keeping it simple. Yeah, you do effects. Yeah, awesome, man. Yeah, same thing, man. I do effects also, just so that you know. So if you see effects stuff, don't think, So what kind do you use, like Nuke and that kind of thing? A lot of my effects I used to use After Effects, and I say used to, I still use it, but I think like effects work. Like composite, that's mostly like compositing effects work, right? And then there's effects with 3D, like using particles and stuff like that. So if you don't mind me asking, can you explain a little bit more? I mean, you like doing and spaceship modeling, right? So spaceship modeling is awesome. Have you heard of a guy? Well, you probably heard. I wonder if you heard of a guy called well, there's a director called Neil Blomkamp who did District 9. And all those different things. I think you and I was watching that. I don't know if it was you and I or someone else. And also there's Neil Blevins is a guy. I use 3D Studio Max, and I know some Maya. Like I could use Maya and stuff, but because I worked in an architectural firm doing effects and stuff, did all kinds of different things. And I think I did some stuff for HBO like years ago for a friend who I know who was in Hollywood. The one Hollywood connect I have is like a friend who became a Hollywood director, and he asked me to do some effects for like a show, and it was crazy. I probably could show some of that. I have some of that on my hard drive, but yeah, I digress. I digress. Being too talkative. But yeah, my question to you is, what kind of programs do you use? What kind of effects, if you don't mind me asking specifically, you like to do, and do you have any work online that we could take a look at here? If I'm not putting you on the spot, you don't need to answer if you don't want to. Okay, so these look somewhat within the same vein. This look a little different. Let's give this gun a little bit of that green going on. Cause here this guy has some, but you know, you don't want to go like, you know, yellow guy, yellow gun, you know, green guy, green gun. You don't want to do that. You know, that looks stupid. So I think the brown is good. It gives it a slight realistic. The robots are tagged because they're being manufactured, right? So you get the colors and that kind of thing, I guess. So I was thinking more of putting the camouflage in there, but at this point, I think like the camouflage might not work. Let's see what textures I have. I'm probably overdoing it. You don't need to put all that stuff on here, right? You don't. Let's see. Let's replace this E1 guy. Okay guys, if you don't mind, I'm having a little bit of lunch while I'm working on this stuff because yeah, my wife bought lunch for me and I kind of want to have some. I think she brought like a sandwich, so it's a little bit early. It's like 11 for lunch, but I'm gonna have a little bit. Bon appetit. Yeah, just a little lunch, and there's a sandwich I could quickly you know, it's not gonna slow me down any. Hey Swizzy, so yeah, so what kind of effects do you do? I mean, what kind of spaceships do you like? Are you more of like an Eve kind of spaceship guy? Star Trek? We mentioned Star Trek yesterday. You're more a Star Trek guy, or are you more of a homeworld guy? I'm totally like into homeworld type spaceships and stuff like that. Okay. Oh, it's a space battle. Okay. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. So you must see like all the latest Star Wars stuff, right? Like The Mandalorian. I mean, there's a shot in The Mandalorian. Oh my gosh. If you're talking about spaceship and space battles, there's a shot in The Mandalorian where I think it's the guy who's kind of like the undercover guy. I forgot his name. He had a ship, and that ship had a surprise in it, man. I don't know if you've seen it. I don't want to sell it out. But do you know what I'm talking about with The Mandalorian and the guy who's like the double agent in there? I forgot the guy's name. Yeah. Wow, you're good, man. Yeah, whatever that. Yeah, exactly that name. I'm gonna copy and paste what you put. Just look at that. You know, that was a good use of like that Star Wars technology. So I'm thinking like the lasers and everything laser related is kyber crystal based in Star Wars. You know, the kyber crystal is what powers the lightsaber. In case if anyone out there doesn't know, you know, in Star Wars fantasy lore, right? I'm a fan of anything George Lucas does, and James Favreau and John Favreau and the guy who did the Clone Wars. His name is escaping me right now. Yeah, such great storytellers. Even John Knoll worked on Rogue One. I mean, Rogue One was one of the most realistic things we've seen. And in case if you don't know out there, John Knoll is one of the is part of the team, and mostly his brother Thomas Knoll made Photoshop. Those are the founders of Photoshop, and Photoshop was also used in making the pseudopod for the Abyss. Let's see. I don't think it's Mandalorian though. It's a Rogue One spin-off. Oh, okay. Oh, wait a minute. Did I copy the name? Yes, this guy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, his ship was so cool. And now, guys, you know, the Mandalorian's been out for a while, so I'm going to totally sell it out. I'm sorry. The getaway in her ship was like classic. Let's see if somebody has a clip out there. This sequence. You know, one of my dreams was actually working for ILM, you know, but as I came to the US, you know, I just kind of settled for working for an architectural engineering firm. In any case, you've asked about the ships I made. Don't have any ArtStation, but I can upload some, yeah, renders in, yeah, totally, dude, in Dropbox, yeah. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, go right ahead. You know, we're all artists here. Yeah, it's fine. You know, don't give away any like stuff that really hold dear to your heart, like designs, because you know, like the design issue right now, especially with AI, is like is going like ballistic. But if it's things that you feel free sharing, fine. You know, yeah, that's great, man. Yeah, totally. That's what this is about. You know. Ideally, I would like this, you know, the just me being online here and the show to be about, you know, anyone that's into art. Okay, well, I'll check your stream out. Totally, yeah. Let me yeah, I'll friend you. I'll add you, and I could even probably add your stream. I'll follow you right now. There you go. Come on. Oh, is that his actual name? Yeah, that's his name, but that's not the character in Star Wars. Yeah, so I have to look it up. Lars. No, wait. Hold on. Ah, what is his name? Oh, he was in the Hunt for Red October. So his name is Stalin Skarsgård. Skarsgård. It's like German, right? The accent over there. Stellan Skarsgård. Oh, it wasn't Mandalorian. My bad. It was Andor. Guys, forgive me. Forgive me. It was Andor. Yeah, and you tried to tell me too. His ship is so cool. Look at his stuff. This is somebody's. Is this somebody's work right here? I'm totally into this stuff, man. Like, you know. Yeah. This is a clip. This is a shot from the from that sequence, man. When that lasers came on and he just spinned, and I was like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever. Yeah, wow. This is some awesome stuff. Yeah, it's totally Andor. Yeah. Andor started to get a little bit better coming down to the end. The last few for me the last half of Andor started to really understand. At first I wasn't understanding the story or what was going on with Caspian Andor. I think that's his name. It was a little hard to follow for me, but later on it started to get better. I forgot his name, the guy's name, and it's not necessarily a lightsaber ship. It's just the energy from the. I mean, I guess it kind of was, but it was cool. Whatever. People's like, what the F is this? This new ship? Yeah, that was a surprise. That was a good surprise.
So we've gotten little bits of new Andor footage today, including this Luthen
Oh,
Rail
yeah,
ship
that's
doing its
hot.
best impersonation of an Inquisitor, and this is all.
Yeah, this is someone else's YouTube channel. Don't necessarily like to do that, but yeah, Eeks clips. I just give him some props there, but yeah, this is a cool stuff right here. Yeah, if you notice, they're smart, right? So it's not stopping like a lightsaber up to a point. It just shoots all the way out, you know, past the screen. You know, because that's what a laser would do. It wouldn't end. It would just continue and it would dissipate. Oh man. Whoa. Anyway, I'm not gonna sell. The sequence was hot. Okay, let's open the last guy here for some doctoring. Alright, so this gun has got to be different. So, so I'm gonna cut that out. Yeah, the gun has just got to be completely different than this. It's got to be more of a hand. Probably not even a gun. So we have a snipe. We have something like a sniper right here. We have like a regular rifle right here, and this could be more of a handgun type situation. Or maybe not even. I mean, these two guys are hot by themselves. We definitely need a third guy. Okay, what I'm gonna do is it's probably gonna suck a little bit, but you know what? let's, yeah, let's, I'm gonna go in and start doing some Frankensteining on this. And then we'll paint it over to tie it all in. I'm gonna go back into single window mode here in the GIMP. First of all, let's fix the arm. Oh yeah, this is gonna suck. So let's do this. Let's go. So let's see. Your elbows drop right by your midsection of your navel. So this elbow should end like where this elbow is right here, and then your hand, your elbow to your to like your hand, the middle knuckles here go up to your shoulder blade. So his hand needs to be shortened. So we're gonna fix that just for this guy and see what's up. And then this other arm here is not supposed to be doing anything. So that's supposed to be to the side. I'm gonna put this arm to the side, and I'm gonna put a pistol in his hand. Yep. So that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna duplicate this. I'm just gonna lock this off here. Okay. Here we go. Here we go, yo, with this scenario. Okay. First of all, I'm just gonna grab this off here. Actually, let's grab this section here. Let's work our way down. And his joints here is kind of like not really that defined. It's kind of a little bit obscured, but that's okay. Let's do that. And this needs to flip. Not that way. Let's rotate that again. Okay, so Swizz, do you want me Swizzy, Swizzy 3D? Do you want me to go straight to your Dropbox here on stream? I mean, do you mind if I open it and go straight there and see what else, while I'm streaming here? Okay, cool. Let's do it. Let's see what Swizzy is doing here. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, you need some lighting going on there. Just throwing some stuff together, right? Yeah, and like all the paneling and all that. Yeah, just drop some like a paneling procedural texture on there. Very cool. The one folder, okay. Oh, is this part of the same big ship? So I see that part there. Oh, it looks like a different part. Nice so far. Ooh, like tons of it. This thing has to be massive, right? This ship. Nice work. 5 million polygons. Wow. Oh, and see, like you have your parts kit down here. Yeah, that's very cool. I like the gun, the turret. It's very cool. Very cool. You just kind of put these in there just as little placeholders. It's very cool. I like it. Oh, okay. 2 warring factions, right? I like it. I like how you did the sensor array right here. It's cool. It's very awesome. Oh, thanks for making making that for me to look at. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, good work, man. Yeah, keep it up. Yeah, I can't wait to see the final result, you know. Okay. Right, yep. Feels more built, right? Yep, yep. Probably no other way to actually do this scale, you know, other than this, you know, straight up kit bashing. Definitely. Very cool. Yes, Swizzy, thanks for sharing this. This is good work. Yeah, just, you know, keep me in, keep me informed, you know, of your, you know, where you're going with your, you know, with your space battle. Yeah. It'd be very interesting to check out. As you could tell, I just saw the Andor clip, you know, so I definitely like that stuff. Yeah, no problem. It's looking good so far. Can't wait to see it in action and finally rendered and composited with effects and all that stuff, yeah. I'm almost tempted to just redraw this section of the character. But let's just see what I could do here with just, you know, Photoshop-y type skills. Photoshop-y type skills. Really not really digging this arm that much because it just was really slapped together really quickly. But it's a means to an end, right? Okay, now it's time to actually look at what's going on here. Okay, I gotta cut this down. This is a bit too long here. Kinda wanna start to get us into some kind of pose. I like the thicker part of the arm. I'm gonna cut the skinny part down. Because, you know, I don't want the arm down to the knees, of course. Let's try that. Oh. Try to sharpen back the stupid arm. Why is it blurring it? These little annoyances. But we'll get there. Okay, take this weird piece right here. Something like that. Okay, let's fix this chromey part. It's about that size. Let's see, standing. Right about the half of the thigh, but the legs are supposed to be out of proportion and long because it's a robot, so I'm not trying to make it overly humanoid. Okay, and let's just put a transform on this. The problem I'm having is that the transform is interpolating the stupid pixels a little. Let's go like low halo effect. It completely destroyed that. I'm gonna have to redraw it. I'm gonna have to paint it over. I mean, I had to do that anyway, but let's go a little more like that. Okie dokes. Let's go through and clean up. Okie dokely. Oh, you thought I was. Yeah, but I have a big neck and a big head, man. Like I'm not. Nah, yeah, I'm just. Yeah, I'm kind of leanly built. I don't have much of a stomach or anything. You know, I just got a little COVID weight on. You know, like staying. When I mean COVID weight, like just staying. I call it lockdown weight. You know, staying indoors and just eating. You know, whatever. You know. Nah, yeah, I'm a slim built guy. Yeah, definitely. I'm not like a huge guy or anything like that. I'm actually pretty skinny. You know, I struggled most of my life to like gain out to actually gain weight. You know, by exercising and doing different things. Yeah, I'm gonna have to rework that hand because it looks stupid right now. Let's see if we could just do a little something to just give me a little. Let's see if we could do a little something to the hand right here. Yeah, I like big people too. I like, you know, as long as they're not hurting. Like if you're like if like you're big and you have a lot of health problems. Yeah, get help and try to slim up and that kind of thing. But if you're big and you're fine, I mean, I like big. I like my wife is like, she's on the hefty side. So I guess me being skinny, is something I always like to, I don't know, I like big girls. Just putting that out there. Most black guys kind of do anyway. So it's just forget all that. Forget all that. I'm just joking. Okay, let's go in here and let's get on to some brass tacks here, and I'm gonna paint out all this extra stuff. I'm gonna clean up this arm. We're gonna get this arm back here, but this arm is supposed to be down, right? So maybe I put this hand over there. Once I have it fixed up, I'll mirror it, put it back over there, try to do something. Or I might just redraw it, but or maybe one hand is holding something. Maybe he has two weapons, right? I don't know. We'll see. Let's jump in there and see what we could do. So this is a lot of Frankensteining. Let's merge down here, merge down there, merge down there. Let's merge it to that. I really don't care. Let's go merge down. Okay. And plus, if I'm in like this camera, it's like fish-eyed lens because it's a webcam. It's not actual. Like I have a full like HD cam, but I'm not using it for some reason. This is HD enough. Okay, let's just go in and just start to fix some of this stuff. When I say let's, I mean me. I'm going to go in and fix some of this stuff. Yeah, this stuff is the scariest parts for me, like doing this kind of thing, because I'm not like a I'm more of a someone who likes to draw in color than someone who likes to actually like paint. So I don't know all the painting techniques, but I try to get it looking somewhat okay. One thing from watching other paint people that do actual like traditional painting and concept art painting, one thing I learned is that you use bigger brushes first, and then you go in with the smaller ones. Okay. Oops. This needs to come out like this. Yeah, I'm glad I was wrong about the weight. If you're at your computer that much, you should pay attention to your health. I'm off. Have a good one. Until next time. Okay, yeah, man. Take it easy. Yeah, I'm paying attention to my health. Thanks. Have a good one, bro. Take it easy. Okay, so I think getting somewhere with this guy. Let's get a 1 pixel brush here. Oh, let's make it a lot thinner. Let's go with some black on that. Okay. Let us see here. Let's clean this up here. Let's take a look at this guy. Am I even seeing this correctly? Is this sampling? Let's see, where's the sampling? Let's see here. Okay, let's zoom them out. Okay, I put a little something in his arm there. It's still not what I think it should be, but I think it's good enough. So let's see. Okay, let's get his the gun here happening. So I'm gonna put it back and do a little more Frankensteining to it. Put it back on the desktop. Oh, wait a minute. Oh no, I didn't even switch over to the Wacom to show you guys what I was doing. My bad. I was just so focused on just actually getting this done. So oh, just reading what Swizzy. Who said I am not paying attention to my health? I'm totally am. Do people, most people outside the US think that most Americans don't pay attention to their health? That's a myth. A lot of Americans kind of do pay attention to their health, but they don't have healthy options. That's what's happening. A lot of them don't know any better either. So I wouldn't say that. Yeah, I don't agree with what that guy just posted in there. Swizzy, hey man, you sound like a little kid. Like most Americans are not that obese. A lot of them are, only because the food that they think is healthy is being like modified and not good. And then there's traditions too. Like most people in some if we're talking about health, you know, I actually take care of myself. I take care of my health. You know, I'm a pretty fit guy for my age. You know, and but in other countries, some people are too skinny because they're malnourished, right? They don't have the proper nourishment because the government doesn't care about the people. You know? So they don't have healthy options for them to get, or to nourishing options, or enough so the governments, they don't give them enough economical power to be able to buy the nourishing food that they need. I remember growing up and food was expensive growing up. And when I came over here to the US and saw how cheap it was, I was like, this is how it should be, you know? So You know, food should be the basic essentials for life should be cheap enough that the poorest person could afford it. You know, that's what I think. Oh, I like some of that blue, so I think there's a desaturation like sponge in here. Okay, we're gonna go back to the beer. See you guys in a minute. Supposed to be a desaturation brush in here. Hold on. It's Dodge Burn. Okay, I'm gonna look it up. See the GIMP. Wait a minute. GIMP does not have a desaturation tool? I thought totally did. I'm probably missing something here. Ink. Airbrush pencil. Anywho's, let's just exclude the hand in there. Okay, let's do it now. Just gonna tie that into one there. Yeah, let's steal this from here. Okay, here we go. Check it out, yo. Let's make this a little bit smaller. Nobody's gonna know the difference. Something like that. Yes, sir. Let's do something like that. There we go. Let's fix this up. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's add a mask to that. Okay, guys. Yeah, I didn't realize I didn't switch over to my Wacom for the last one. Okay, I'm back here now with the Wacom. Okay, put a gun in his hand. Let's jump back into the desktop here. Just gonna merge this, merge down. I'm gonna shorten the length on this gun here. Yeah, I think all the way short is gonna kick butt. Nope. Leave that in there. Okay, this needs a little fixing up. You know what? Let's duplicate this. I'm gonna flip that. Layer flip. Yeah, I think that gun is cool. Yeah, that's better. It's all about the silhouettes, all about the silhouettes. No, no, I want to do that. I want to merge down. Okay, I'm gonna clean the rest of this stuff up here. Okay, let's go and try to clean this up. Now, like, do the fingers properly and everything like that. Just merge all this down, and we'll just flatten image. Save. This is E3. Just putting a little salt on a sandwich here. It's a little flavorless. A little olive oil. Okay. That's a little fixed up. Okay. Let's see if we can separate all this gun a little bit. I'm just gonna draw like a nice white outline on it, which may not be 100% accurate, but it should be good enough. Now I'm just doing this to outline the shape of the gun, or the weapon, I should say. Okay, so this one has kind of like a blue vibe going on with him. Yeah, all that is fine. A little green in the thing, that's fine. Let's fix these muscle things, and I think this guy might be finished. Okay, let's go into my desktop and I'll start to adjust this. The Wacom is pretty good for like I like the Wacom because it's kind of decent for drawing and stuff. But as far as like doing the color adjustments, I need like my desktop monitor, which is what I'm on right now. Go levels, saturation. Let's take the saturation down on this guy here. Let's change the color first. Let's go. So let's do a hue and saturation. Let's go something like this. And let's turn the saturation down. Then I'm gonna go into some levels. Let's go levels again. Make it a little bit darker. Okay, that's kind of okay. I think this is good enough for like a character, like a guy, right? Let's save this. Okay, let's bring out the other guys. Let's go into multiple window mode. Let's take a look at all these three different different guys. Oops, my bad. Okay, file, open. Okay, yep. So here we have E1. Yep. E2. Yeah. Oh, haha, I gotta change this guy to E3. Okay, there you go. Can't have two E1s. I'm just gonna drop him back in the Wacom real quick there, guys. Or just change that. Pick up my pen. Just switch. I'm just gonna switch it over. Okay, let's take a look at all of them now. Here we go. So that's all different guys. You have one with a heavier kind of rifle, one with a sniper, and then one with a short range, short range pistol kind of thing. So I think these guys work. These other guys' heads have the color here. This guy don't have a part of his thing painted. I think that's fine. So yeah, guys. So I think that's it for now. You know, we just did a little bit of this stuff, and you know, we got these concepts out here, Time to move on to the other set of concepts for the game. I think I'll be doing tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow we'll jump in and we'll do some concepts for the other parts of the game, right? So, God is good, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Tomorrow we'll move on to some different characters and different parts of the game. So I'll see you in a little bit. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hey, remember, people are nice no matter what their body type is. No matter what their body type is, they're nice. As long as they're not hurting, right? If they're hurting, then you need to do some work. But other than that, that's not for me to judge. That's between yourself and the Lord. Take it easy. God bless. See you guys later.